Hello and welcome to Busted Magic. I'm your host, the True Scotsman, and it's that time of year again, folks. It's ZENDIKAR Rising. Yes, spoilers have been spoiled. It's time to brew, and oh boy, have I been busy. Pile of decks have been done, so please like and subscribe if you like the channel. It helps out the channel greatly. Thank you for that. And also check out the other videos. We've done a pile of brews, some complete madness in there, but good fun nonetheless. So this is probably one of my favourite looking decks. This I think actually might be quite good. Maybe not this version, but I think this might actually become a deck. So it's Dimir RogueJitsu. Comes in at 200 bucks, so it's not the worst deck in the world. So let's get right into this one. Merfolk Windrobber, 1 blue. Merfolk Rogue, 1/1, flying. Whenever Merfolk Windrobber deals combat damage to a player, that player mills a card. Sacrifice Merfolk Windrobber, draw a card. Activate this ability only if an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. With this deck, they're going to have 8 cards in the graveyard. We're also playing Thieves Guild Enforcer, which is from M21. It's also a rogue. But this has flash, and whenever Thieves Guild Enforcer or another rogue enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2 cards. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, Thieves Guild Enforcer gets +2/+1 and has Death Touch. So it becomes a 3/2 flash Death Toucher. This is a solid card for this deck. We're also playing Drown in the Loch, because this might just be the deck where this card gets to really shine out. Because obviously this is for the amount of cards in the opponent's controller's graveyard, and we're hoping to have lots of them. We're playing 3 Lofty Denial, because most of our creatures have flying. So it's 1 in a blue, counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. If you control a creature with flying, counter that spell unless they pay 4. Soaring Thought Thief, blue and black. Human Rogue, 1/3. Flash also, flying. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, rogues you control get +1/+0. So this is a lord, and whenever 1 or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards. So every time you attack, you mill 2. You're just going to mill for fun in this deck. And there's a lot of flash and flying and stuff. So we're also playing, for some reason, Lofty Denial's up here. These aren't in the deck. That's just a graphical error. So, Black Bloom Rogue. Now, this is also a land on the flip side, but it's a creature in your hand. So the way this works is you can play it as the land, but it comes in tapped. Or, of course, you can play it just as the Black Bloom Rogue, 2 in black. It's a 2/3. Has Menace. And Black Bloom Rogue gets +3/+0 as long as an opponent, yes, you guessed it, has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. So this becomes a 5/3, and it's also a land on the other side. So just a solid rogue just to curve out into our users for the mana base to fix it. We're playing 4 Brazen Borrowers because it's a fairy rogue, and, well, everybody knows what Brazen Borrower does. I've got 3 Murderous Rider, purely for some lifelink if we need it, and obviously destroy target creature or planeswalker. It's just a removal spell in the deck that's quite handy to have. We're also playing this card, which I have, for some reasons, coming up in Russian, so I've got it over here. Nighthawk Scavenger. 1 black, creature, vampire, rogue, which is a 1+* #3. So it's flying, death touch, lifelink, of course. And Nighthawk Scavenger's power is equal to 1 plus the number of card types among cards in your opponent's graveyards. So of course this can be very big. This can it's because it's 1 plus how many cards in their graveyard. So this can easily be a 5/3 or a 4/3 flying death touch lifelinker. It's a very solid card. Once again, it's flying and it's a rogue. The flying becomes important not just for Lofty Denial, but later on when we get to the big power card in the deck. We're also playing 2 Rankle, Master of Pranks. It's also a fairy rogue. It's flying, haste. And obviously we all know what Rankle does. It's a fantastic card. But the reason to play all these flying, avoidance, rogue creatures is the payoff. Zareth San, the Trickster. 3 blue, black. Legendary creature, Merfolk Rogue, 4/4. With flash. Sounds good. But here's the good bit. 2 blue and black. This is the ninjutsu. Return an unblocked attacking rogue you control to its owner's hand. Put Zareth San the Trickster from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking in place of it. Whenever Zareth San deals combat damage to a player, you may put target permanent card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. You can do this on turn 4. If you've milled their Rugen, you can have their Rugen on turn 4. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. This card might be nuts. Might be complete jank, but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be very, very good. I think being able to do this on turn 4, if your opponent doesn't have an answer, I think some matches, if you mill the right cards, the game could just be over. I mean, it could just... Also, the other beauty of this deck is everything's flash and flying and evasive and stuff. The deck itself could just win by beating your opponent down, even without finding this card. So we also have some of the new cards. Agadim the Undercrypt is the new mythic land, which obviously you can pay 3 life to have it come in untapped. On the other side, it's a sorcery, which is X black, 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 and X is return creatures from your graveyard. We're also playing a couple of Castle Lochthwain, Clearwater Pathway, which is the new black-blue land. You pick which one you want, obviously. 1 temple, 4 triomes, obviously because they have cycling, and they're the black-blue, and of course a bunch of islands and swamps. So I'm really looking forward to playing this deck. I think this deck could actually be very good. I think it has most of what you need. It's got a lot of evasion. It's got a lot of stuff you can flash in, block, annoy your opponent, kill stuff. And then obviously once you've gotten something sweet and tasty in their graveyard, you just RogueJitsu in Zareth and the Trickster, and you take their stuff, and I think they'd scoop, quite simply. So, this is my take on Dimir RogueJitsu and the True Scotsman. This is Busted Magic. Please like and subscribe if you like the video, and check out all the other deck techs we've done. Looking forward to ZENDIKAR Rising, so I hope you are too, and hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.